Welcome back to the channel. Piratesoftware's crash out continues. He's now claiming that he has been swatted. We'll go over those claims in a little bit. First, I want to continue a little bit more about the SKG and his removal slash stepping down from off-brand games, where he claims the game was mass review bombed, as we went over the video yesterday. We found some more clips of him talking about it. Let's get into it.
I have actually, I just checked that I didn't close Microsoft Paint down last night, so I actually have the 4 that I showed on stream if you'd like them.
I mean, it's just 4. They'll be like, that was only 4. Like, I understand how the internet works. No matter what evidence is provided at this point, no one gives a shit, dude.
I literally just went onto the reviews for Rather Laser 2, sorted by most recent and then negative, and it was like in the top 10, these were just the first 4 I found in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, there's still more that are there. Some people didn't change the reviews and shit, and they directly call out me.
Well, those are very clear statements. Let's fact check them. Rivals of Ether. Negative reviews only. Purchase type all. Language English. Data range lifetime, so we can see all of them. Playtime no minimum across all devices, and our display is recent first. It goes from 4 July to 23 April. And the mass review bomb was very recent. So it should be in here, right? There should be a mass review bomb. Oh, that doesn't seem to be too many negative reviews. Weird. Okay. He was mentioned directly. Pirate. No search results. Thor. No search results. Jason? Well, would you look at that? No search results. Like, bro, if you lied this fucking blatantly, do you think no one's gonna, like, go and fact check you, right? All I have to do is open a page, click 3 things, and then just scroll down, and I can see you're full of shit. Complete and utter liar, dude. It's... This game makes me mad. I was gonna recommend this game 2 years ago, saying you can fight blah blah blah. I forgot to. Guess what? They removed custom characters. This game is more competitive fighter. I really don't understand the appeal of this game. Not beginner friendly at all. Maybe this one. He thinks he's directed to him. I don't know. I don't know what is in his head. Besides, you know, a bunch of lies. Game is rancid. Game does not function online. Lovely melody of crashing and fatal errors. I can tell I can tell, man. Everyone was like really on your case, Pirate. They were naming you directly, man. Holy hell. Bro. Right? Do you really not think that people are gonna check? Right? Of course we're gonna check. What the hell is this, dude? Like... But he's got a really good excuse, guys. Hang on. We'll show you his excuse.
Pirate Nation tried to put out a tweet about this, which they then deleted, which was really funny. When I called them out and said, this is bullshit, you're bullshit, they deleted that tweet and then got really, butt mad about it and kept coming after me. But after they started doing that, people started to review bomb the game. They put negative reviews on it. However, Ludwig then put out a tweet saying it's really unfair that people are review bombing this game, and the developers do support the SKG initiative. Smart thing to do. Immediately, those review bombs turned into a positive review bomb as a result. But they were going after those games specifically because of me and using that as a reason to go after them. And that's it. Yeah.
Well, isn't that really convenient? Oh, they changed them to positive, so now nobody can tell that it was a mass review bomb. But oh, I have 4 whole examples. Oh my god. Mass review bomb. 4 is definitely mass, guys. Seriously. Like, ugh. I have no problem believing that some degenerate freak would review bomb a different... review bomb. Again, no, I don't want to use those words. Would leave 1 or 2 negative reviews, right? There's definitely, out of... if you take 100,000 people, like, about 100 of them are going to be completely batshit, right? Let's be honest, okay? It's probably even higher. But, that being said... You cannot then say, here's 4 reviews. It's a mass review bomb. And then when we point out, well, but that's only 4, you immediately cover yourself by saying, well, of course they're not going to believe that it's only 4. Yeah, you made a claim of there being way more than 4, which is what mass review bomb implies. and then you bring out evidence that does not live up to the standards of mass review bomb, and then you get upset that people don't believe you. Like, bro, you have to like reach the threshold of the evidence, right? You didn't even come close to that. Like, what? I don't know what you want from us, right? But this is a pattern that Pirate Software has. Like, he makes claims, and the source is always, trust me, bro. Like, with the title of the video, right? With him getting supposedly swatted. This supposedly happened on stream, or not during stream, I should say. His phone was blowing up, etc. And yet, when you go look at that VOD of the 1st July, it seems pretty normal, right? All of the comments as well, not a single one references anything crazy going on like that. Like, it's just, his sources always trust me, bro. And when people call that shit out, he gets offended and plays the victim. Like, bro, give me a break.
On Tuesday, I got swatted. Thanks for that. Fantastic job. Thankfully, the local police know who I am. Pieces of shit. I get constant calls to my cell phone, literally all goddamn day. Constantly going onto here, screaming stupid shit into the goddamn messages. We've gotten tens of thousands of death threats to myself and the rest of the team the entirety of the last 3 days. People called the county trying to say that our rescue is an animal horde. Fun to deal with that. I've been called a pedophile, a zoophile, a rapist, a corporate plant, a degenerate, a narcissist, a nepo baby, and many other words. Very cool for that. Cool movement. And then they attacked all of the accomplishments over my life despite physical evidence showing that all of those things exist and saying, oh, well, if you did get them, then they're not that big of a deal in the first place. Then they went after every job I've ever held and said that none of those jobs ever existed, and if I did get it, then I didn't deserve it. And then after that, they went after Off-Brand and started hitting all of their games as well and bitching about them on social media, on Reddit, on Twitter, on everywhere else, and then they started actually attacking them on Steam. So much so that Ludwig had to go put out a message saying, this isn't fair that you guys are doing this, and then people started to reverse those. So I stepped down from Off-Brand Games. I'm no longer working for them because of the attacks that those people did, and it's not worth it to put those indies through it. So for every person that's here that's trying to come in and spam shit about SKG, go fuck yourself. I will not mince words on that.
That was an impressive amount of complaining for over 1 minute, right? There was a lot there. We're gonna unpack it. First of all, let's start with the swatting. If you don't know what swatting means, it's to call in a deadly threat to the police to try and get a SWAT team moved out to the location that you're trying to SWAT. So, for example, calling in like, oh my god, I am XYZ and I'm going to kill XYZ, blah, 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 or I have someone barricaded in my house, I have a hostage in my house, stuff like that, like really crazy shit, all right? And the idea is to get police, and preferably SWAT, which is why it's called swatting, to show up to some rando's house. This has been a plague upon the streaming community for many years now. This has real-world consequences, all right? This is not a joke, guys. Like, I want to make that very, very clear, all right? People have died over this, and I do believe someone went to jail for a very long time over calling in such a SWAT where someone died. And that wasn't even the right person. That story is tragic beyond belief. Happened a couple of years ago. So, I do not take an allegation of that serious, lightly, I mean. But I do have trouble believing it when it comes from someone who's been a provable liar and gives no evidence whatsoever. Like I said right before the clip, he said it happened on Tuesday. Tuesday was the 1st. We went to check his VODs on the 1st. No indication of any of this happening. Did it happen? Maybe. Will I believe him that when he says that it happened? No, until you give me some actual hard evidence, then no. Again, once again, your sources, trust me, bro. Exactly the same with the second point. He's got tens of thousands of death threats. Okay? If you have tens of thousands, let's say you do multiple, right? Let's say 20,000. All right? Show me 1,000. that should be easy, right? Compile a list of 1,000 death threats and show them, because I don't think you and I have the same. How do I put this? You and I probably don't have the same meaning for what death threat means, right? Considering you supposedly have tens of thousands of death threats. I don't believe that at all. There's no way. Again, source, trust me, bro. Right? And then he equates the SKG movement with criticisms that were around a long time ago, before the SKG story blew up, right? Like the Nepo baby thing and all of that stuff. Like, all of those criticisms were leveled at this guy way before Stop Killing Games initiative blew up and became a massive story. Mostly because of how he was misrepresenting it, right? So no real evidence for that as well, right? That it's specifically because of SKG, because a lot of those criticisms that he named in that that he rattled off in his little victim list were from well before. They were around when the WoW thing happened. They were around before that. Okay, like, he's trying to like move up all of the criticisms that he's gotten and then focus that solely on the SKG, by then immediately saying, "Oh, nice movement." So now he's like alleging that all of this is SKG. It's all because of the SKG initiative. Even though, again, those allegations, the fact that he's a Nepo baby, that he wasn't a he was a QA tester. You weren't a Blizzard dev. You were a QA tester. There's a difference. Like, all of those criticisms have been going on for two years now. You know what I mean? Like, it's complete nonsense. And then all of this up until the last little bit is all playing the victim, right? Like, oh, woe is me, my life is so terrible. I'm getting this. Am I scoring victim points, guys? No? Okay, let me add some more nonsense. Let me score some more victim points. And then he instantly goes into, "Oh, fuck you, go away, blah, blah, blah." Like, bro, which is it? Are you trying to play the victim, or you're the aggressive strongman here? You can't have both, dude. Like, it's so funny. Like, if you're so bothered by it, then stop trying to bait people for giving you more shit, right? Like, it's so obvious. He just can't let it go, man. It's the ego. Like, he just cannot turn the ego off, which is perfectly noted by something that happened just now, okay? As I was making this video. So, Billy Mitchell, who is, if you probably don't know him, okay, but if you do know him, great. If you don't, he is and I have to watch my words carefully here, or I might actually get sued by Billy Mitchell, right? He likes to sue people. He's a former world champion, I guess, of gaming, quote unquote. He's set some Donkey Kong records, like some massive records. And there's been a lot of controversy about those records as well. He's been accused of cheating on those and using an emulator where emulators weren't allowed in the rule set. And there's been a lot of gamer nerd drama about that, which culminated into a bunch of lawsuits, most of which he lost. One really big one that he won, which was against Carl Jobst, the speedrun guy, because Carl Jobst... Oh, that's another story to unpack, dude. We're not gonna get into that, okay? Because that's like a half-hour video, Jesus. Like, so... That one he won, and not gonna lie, I kind of somewhat despised Billy Mitchell before, because he does, like, he cheat. I personally think he cheated, okay? That being said... The guy is absolutely hilarious on Twitter, and he's totally winning me back over. Billy, if you're ever gonna watch this, if you're watching this, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I still care that I think, in my opinion, you cheated, right? But the way you handled the Carl Jobst lawsuit and the way you're shitting on him on Twitter is absolutely hilarious, bro. Like, you have regained a lot of respect in my eyes, okay? Like, everyone gets second chances. Everyone, if you come clean and stuff, everyone gets second chances. I still think, personally, that you probably did somewhat try and cheat to keep your record, which in the grand scheme of things, I can understand. I wouldn't personally do it myself, because I'd probably feel cheated. I feel like I cheated myself then. But I do understand. And all this, again, allegedly, right? Like, there's a lot of back and forth about whether or not he cheated. Anyway, that's Billy Mitchell, okay? So he typed on Twitter, he typed, Piratesoftware will be sued, right? Clearly a meme, right? And he didn't even say that he will be the one that sues him, right? Now, Pirate, of course, saw that and responded because he can't just stop. He can't just keep his mouth shut. Like, he knows it's a fucking meme, dude. He knows Billy Mitchell's memeing. But let's find out how Pirate then actually responds to this, shall we?
Doesn't even have a single mention of me. Just making shit up. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, he's just insane. Okay, no, he did actually talk about me. I'll just send him to my legal team. Whatever, man. Have fun.
Bro, this guy is the biggest pussy around, dude. Like, Billy Mitchell is clearly memeing, and he goes, oh, this guy's insane. I'll just send it to my legal team. Have fun. Bro, you could not be a bigger bitch if you tried, man. Like, every now and then, we see the real Thor, the real Jason Thor show up, right? And there it is, dude. Like, in 4K, bro. You are the least thick-skinned person I've ever met, bro. Dude makes a joke, you send it to your legal team. Holy fuck, bro. If that doesn't tell you exactly how much views this person has, then nothing will, dude. Nothing I say, nothing anyone says, no matter what the evidence is, can ever, like, change your mind then. You know what I mean? Like, the guy is such a loser, bro. Like, I cannot believe this happened while I was making a video on this. Like, I am so lucky, you know? This is the best way that I can think of to end this video, alright? Thank you so much for hanging out. That was the funniest shit I've seen in a long time, alright? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Follow me on kick.com/barrage or on twitch.tv/barrage. I'm there every day. We play a shit ton of video games. Peace the hell out. I love you all. Even the guys that hate me. Bye!